What's your name?
Georgina.
Regina. And you Fenty? What?
Ashanti.
Ashanti?
Yes.
Okay. How long you been doing the tours?
Less than 4 months.
4 months? Oh. Do you know more, like, you know a lot about African Americans?
No, not really.
Not really?
Yeah.
Oh, so what, like, if you could just think of something, what you would think about them? Like in
They
America?
were the descendants of those who survived.
Those who survived?
Yes.
Okay. Nice meeting you. And it was a nice tour. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Standing here at Elmina Castle, I can feel the weight of history passing against these walls. This isn't just a landmark. It's a reminder of a painful past, one that connects deeply to my own story as an African American. Walking through these corridors, I imagine footsteps from those who came before me, stolen from their homeland and forced into an unknown. Today, I take on a journey through history, through heartbreak, but also through resilience. This is my experience at the Elmina Castle.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
You want to go?
Yeah, you can go.
Or you want to?
Yes, yes.
All right. Where we at?
We have Elmina.
Elmina Castle.
We have, he's the middle of it. Here is the castle.
That's the castle?
Yeah, that is the castle over there.
Okay. Okay. Now, we about to do the tour?
No, you go inside to register. Here's not the tour.
It's not the tour?
Inside, yeah.
So what we do here?
I thought you said you want to record.
Oh, no, I'm trying to say what the process.
Oh, yeah, yeah, so let's go.
Yeah. We can record if we want to walk around a little bit. Okay.
The school kids are coming. There'll be a lot of them.
Okay.
So let's it's the Saint, the right name is the Saint George's Castle. The right name is the Saint George's Castle. That's
George's
the right
Castle.
name. Yeah, but the Elmina is named after the town.
Okay.
And there is a history behind the name, how they got the Elmina Castle. So you guys go before we
So the Elmina Castle.
Afternoon, madam. The same. You want to? You want to? Is it over to 86?
80?
Yeah.
Okay.
80.
80.
Yes. Toby, look at that.
I am
Why am I museum?
So first you have to go and see the museum.
It's the museum?
Come out
Okay.
here, a tour guide will come.
Okay. Let me get up.
Let me take you some pictures. I think the students, they will come in. There will be a lot of them here.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's take some pictures.
All right. Be back. Portuguese church until 1637. Okay, so this is the picture of outside.
Yeah. Let's see. Elmina Township.
Okay.
Elmina Tourism.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you see anything you don't understand, just prompt me.
Okay. The environment. The land around the mean is covered by an ancient, what? Sedimentary What is that?
Sedimentary rocks.
Oh, what
It's
is
a
that?
sedimentary rock. They have types of rocks, and the type of rock surrounding the castle is called sedimentary rock.
Okay. Reaches a depth of more than 100 meters. It contains field spurs, which is rich in iron oxide and mica. Mica? What is that? Mica.
Meters.
Mica.
100 meters.
No, MICA.
Where is it?
When they say oxide and mica. Both indigenous and European architects have used the stones for building, and its weathers to a pinkish clay that Elmina women have used over the century for pottery. Okay. They got stuff they make to till today with the clay.
Everyday rocks.
Okay. Who is this? Book
Watch it.
Bot what? What's his name?
Watch it. Same.
Who is that? They gonna explain it? Ashanti? Okay.
Ashanti had a career in public office. Pittsburgh and the regime of the folk king of the Ashanti during
Okay. And it's the king right here. The Ashanti people.
It's not Ashanti, even Fantis they dress like this.
Oh, okay. Fantis.
Fantis, that is original Fanti.
You Fanti?
Yeah, I'm a Fanti.
Okay.
That's our, what do you call this?
Hello.
Hats.
Hello.
Yeah. Okay, that's it.
Please welcome to Elmina Castle. The tour will be a walking tour, but before we start, we give a brief history about this castle. So Elmina Castle was built by the Portuguese in 1482. They arrived in 1471 to trade and to spread Christianity. The type of trade that they engaged themselves in was barter, that's exchange of goods for goods. So they came along with guns, gunpowder, mirror, tobacco, used clothes to exchange of gold, ivory, local spices like salt, the local people. Because of the abundance of gold that they were getting from this place, they named here Elmina. In their language, it means the mine. But initially, the local name of this place was called Anuasa, which means inexhaustible water or water that does not finish. So in 1500, their attention was being shifted from the gold trade to the slave trade. The question that we have to ask is what led to the slave trade? So the Europeans discovered that the American land was fertile, was good for plantation, so they were using the Native Americans to work. Due to overwhelming climatic changes, European diseases such as cholera and measles, some died. So there was the need for them to get other people to come and replace the Native Americans. That time there was a man, a priest, named Bartholomew de las Casas. He suggested that Africans are much stronger. We have worked under such climatic condition before. So they ran an experiment in the sugarcane plantation. And the results came out that we are 4 times stronger than the Native Americans. So that was when Africans were being taken from their homes to the New World, now America and other countries. They were getting them by force capture, raiding, kidnapping, theft and deceit, and then butchery. They were getting them from Ghana, Ivory Coast, Togo, Nigeria, Benin, Guinea, and other African countries. So around 1596 and 1625, the Dutch attacked the Portuguese here from the seaside, but didn't succeed. Around 1637, by the help of the local people, they attacked the Portuguese and the Portuguese surrendered the castle to the Dutch. The Dutch came in and continued using the castle to do the slave trade. So around 1807 and 1814, the British and the Dutch respectively abolished the slave trade. So the castle became unprofitable to the Dutch. In that case, they sold the castle to the British. The British came in around 1872 and used the castle as sub-administrative centers where they will use it to colonize Ghana. That doesn't mean that the British never involved themselves in the slave trade. They used the Cape Coast Castle to do the slave trade, but they used this castle as offices where they will use it to colonize Ghana. So the Portuguese spent 155 years here, the Dutch spent 235, British spent 85. Ghana is 67 years old, so the castle is 542 years. This is the largest and the oldest castle in West Africa. So that's a short and brief history about the castle. So in this castle, 1,000 enslaved Africans were kept here, 400 females and 600 youths. So their stay here will depend on the arrival of the ship, whether 7 weeks, 8 weeks, or 3 months. So now go to the females dungeon and continue the tour from that place. So please this side.
You know the history.
So please careful this side.
Again. Huh?
That is the females
Oh, you only.
slave dungeon. Don't you need a picture?
Oh, we're gonna get a picture.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, it is good.
Reservoir.
Uh-huh.
Rainwater. So they'll connect the rainwater from the top.
Wow.
This one. So 20,000 gallons can fill it. That was what they were using for domestic purposes, like drinking, washing, and so we call this place such as cooking, washing, drinking, built by the Portuguese. Sorry. So now so there is one of the females dungeon, about 120 females were kept. Now go to the largest one. Watch your hair this time. And this is the largest females dungeon. About 150 females were kept here. Wooden containers were placed at the corners for them to clean themselves. Some were close to the clean goods where the container was just still on the floor to do that. Food was being shared on the same floor. And then the females too, they would get their own system. So when they were doing that on the same floor, they were doing everything on the floor. And then this is the main gate, it was closed. So this whole here, that was where they were getting their ventilation from. Then unfortunately for them, this whole here is the place for the magazine, where they store their guns and gunpowder.
Right there?
Yes. So whenever there is a leakage, the chemicals will come straight to this dungeon to pollute the air, causing some of them to die. So the more that they are breathing the chemicals, the more that they are dying. Then as soon as you die, they will just come and take your body and throw it into the sea.
I want to ask you a question. Why do they want them to die? Why did they force them in?
They wanted the strongest among them. So if you survive all the treatment that they were giving to you get that you are the stronger one. Then they know that you are stronger than them. So in order for them to control you, that means they have to make sure that always you are weak enough to control. Yes, about them. Yes, slaves are the survive. So the coastal line of Africa was once called the white man's grave because the white men were dying of yellow fever and malaria here. So the governor, the merchant, the soldiers didn't come to Africa with their wives. So some of them were using the females to satisfy themselves sexually. So whenever the governor wants one, he will stand at his balcony at the top there and order his soldiers to bring all the females out. Then he will carefully look and select one that he wants. After that, they will give her some of the reservoir to bath, give her some food to so that she can gain her strength, and give her something to cover herself. After that, please decide.
Sorry, something will make it. You have
Yes. So we call this place a secret passage. This is where the selected one will pass, go to a place called the trapdoor. From there to the governor's apartment. After he's done doing whatever he wanted to do there, the same way that should pass to a dungeon.
You come down.
Yes. So when the ships arrive, the surgeons will check whether some of them are pregnant or not. If being found pregnant, they build houses for them where the local people stay. So you stay there after delivery, stay with the child 3 years. Then the child will be taken away from you back to the castle to give him or her formal education. The formal education in Ghana started from this castle. Then we call those children the mulattoes or the half-caste. That's the reason we have the white color skin around the coast. They have European names like Van Dyke, Van der Poel, Brown, Smith, Richardson, Johnson, Bilson, and others. So their children, some grew up to become missionaries, interpreters, and slave captures. And so the mother will come back to the castle to do as domestic slaves, such as cleaning and washing. So they will not send the mother to the new world. So please this side. So we call this one a common home. It weighs 8 kilograms. We are having about 8 young children. So some of the females refuses the governor's offer. So the punishment that they give to the person is to chain her to this. Whether rain or shine, she will stand in. No food, no water for her until she changes her mind. They do that to serve as a lesson to those in the dungeons if in case they refuse the governor's offer. Same punishment goes to them. So the females will not dare to refuse the governor's offer when the governor chooses one. Please go this side. We have a cell here. So some of them were difficult to control. They will put that person, so all of us will go in. This when you enter, don't come out, stay in a little.
And you close the door. How do you breathe?
Holy cow. No light, no nothing.
So this is one of the cells for the females.
So how long do they stay here before you come?
Until they know you are weak. Or they,
Wow.
the one thing is they don't care about the slaves. Because they know that when you die, they'll get another
Another one. So they want the strongest. So if you can survive all days,
that means
you are the strongest one. Gotcha. And more die before they even get into the ship.
Yes.
So
So this is one of the females dungeon in 2015. Some Africans came here to experience what their ancestors went through. So they used the closet to cover themselves with the chains. They are about 40, they spent 12 hours here. Then we have red bricks here. That's the original floor. We have yellow bricks here. So the Portuguese brought the red bricks to start building the castle, whilst the Dutch brought the yellow bricks to continue building the castle. So wherever you see red bricks, that means the Portuguese did that place. Wherever you see yellow bricks, that means the Dutch. Then we have this wood, this one. Then we have this one. This one. They are the original ones, the rest are so about 542 years. Yes. And then we have I think here when they were this. And then we have this one, the metal. They were here. Because it's has rusted, that's why we have
so
this
these are the
original ones. So about 542 years, it's still heavy.
What is that?
That's metal.
Still heavy.
Oh.
And who was lifting it?
No, it was lifting.
I was just here, so
Oh.
that was the wow. I can't even lift it. Holy cow. Try to lift it.
Yeah, it's heavy.
Wow. So there's no way you can pull it.
No. So when the ships arrive, all the females who survive, they will be in shackles. They have a way that they will pass to go to a place called the room of no return. So go to that place. Please this side.
You had to lift that up?
Can you?
No. Thanks.
This is when I lifted, I got that 2 million views on TikTok.
For real? Oh.
So we call this place the females' passage. This is where all the survived females will pass, go to the intersection, from there to the room of no return. It was a wooden staircase, but now it's a drainage or a gutter. We added these metals here to prevent accidents. So you cannot pass it to go to the room of no return. We use the male's passage to go to the room of no return.
So you bend and then go down.
Yes.
Right.
The whole of them will be in shackles.
How many times you been here? A lot. Oh. Oof.
Wait. They're coming.
So we call this room branding or identification room. This is where they will use hot metal to do inside the African's chest or back so that they can easily identify them. So the moment that they will see you, they will know that you are going to Brazil, you are going to Argentina and other countries. Then we call this the one step two.
Watch your steps. It's one step down.
Oh, it is? You
Yeah,
want to
it's
go
one
for
step
it?
down. No, go.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right.
One step down.
So this is the one that this is the female. They probably have a torch. No, I'm saying torchlight.
So we call this room the intersection room, because this is where they will meet for the last time, because they don't know whether they are going to the same place or not. So you are going to the room of no return about 5 steps before you raise up your head.
I don't know about that.
Got a bang.
All right. Oh, ouch.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sure a lot of
of God, but he failed. So they imprisoned him here. He spent 4 years here.
in English.